I've been losing lots of keys lately. I don't know what that means, but maybe I'd be better off with things that can't be lost. I'm breaking out of boxes, I'm taking off these chains. Don't need your expectations, no, I'm building my own name. Don't lock me up, don't lock me up.
Good morning. Good morning. The man, the myth, the legend. What's up, dog? What up? Oh my goodness. I'm so tired this morning. I am so tired. I'm trying to email myself something real quick. Hi. What's going on? Just got off shift. Well, good job there, man. Fucking hardworking mother sucker. I hate working nights, dude. Is that what you're working, Johnny? Nights? That's the hardest thing in the world. The hardest damn thing in the world is working like midnight shifts. Or yeah, whatever they call those. Oh, hell no. Bro, I couldn't do it. I feel like a zombie. I can never figure out the schedule. I used to work work that late shift at the prison, and then I'd get off at like 5:30 in the morning, and then I'd just go buy some beer and drink, and then I'd play golf until about 12 or something, and then I'd finally go to sleep. It's like it's living days in like reversed. It just doesn't work for me. What's up? Good morning, Vietnam. Graveyard shifts. Yeah, graveyard shifts call that for a reason. You ain't kidding, dog. You ain't kidding, bro. Let's hit a sponsor real quick. We'll get back to that.
What's up? It's your boy VinnyRoc from the VinnyRoc podcast. Just want to talk about Core Medical Group. Yes, TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. I use it. It's very important that you guys go get your blood work done. Hit them up. I can give you a number to my personal dude. He will square you away. For some reason, us over 25 guys who've been in the military and now out have a testosterone issue. You want mental health, you want physical health, you want personal growth. Go hit them up. Check out Core Medical Group. Oh, you know what else they do? Erectile dysfunction meds. None of my business. But I promise if you guys are interested, they'll be discreet. Send it to your house, directly to you. Telemedicine type shit. Your boy loves you. Go hit him up. Core Medical Group.
Oh, your boy loves you. Core Medical Group. That guy sounds like an idiot, doesn't he? Doesn't that guy sound like a complete fucking dumbass? I'm just kidding. Get to do my schoolwork for 2 to 4. So you go to school as well? What's up, dog? What's up, Steve? How you doing, big dog? Good morning. Let me hit one more sponsor before we even just start talking about life. I'm so tired today. Wake up, Vince. Hey, here's a cool one. It's a Marine who he started a company called Trinidad Jeans. They're beautiful jeans. You guys check them out. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm feeling beat up today. I don't know what it is. So I've been working out every day. I couldn't even imagine, Johnny, what you go through. Any of you guys working that graveyard shift. Oh my God. Oh my God. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could do it. I just would hate it. It sucks. I did it for 2 years, pretty much at the prison. Well, the last part of the prison when I worked there, I was I believe I was early morning shift, first shift. I don't know. It's been a long time. What up? What up? What up? And then the other thing is that let's see, in the Border Patrol, I worked some mid shifts for a while. They have a rotating schedule. Well, on my unit, it had a rotating schedule. And then when you go to the special operations side of the house, you only work nights during certain ops. So wake up, dog. Wake up. Man, I don't know why. For some reason, I feel really couldn't preview file. That was a problem with the video. Download. Okay. Downloading something for y'all for later because I need you to hear it. I got a song coming out tomorrow. Do you guys ever? Yeah, midshift sucks. I don't know if you guys know this, but let me say what's up to my boy Steve. I make music sometimes. Yeah, it's probably like one song every 2 months or something like that. If that, I don't know. Maybe every 3. For some reason, my coffee tastes funny today. Not a fan of today. I don't know. Doesn't taste as black as it normally should. I enjoy a nice brr, you know what I mean? Hey, betterin.com. God damn it, man. Figure this out already. How many years have you been doing this? Finally got everything set up here in the warehouse in Utah, so you'll start seeing me post more about betterin.com because I'm excited about it. You know what's funny? My daughter the other day found that. Don't say that, Clay. My daughter the other day said that. She goes, I didn't know you were in a band called Lincoln's Box Seats. I was like, we don't talk about that, honey. That part of me doesn't exist anymore. No, so we listened to a few of the songs and she was dying. She goes, these are crazy. I'm like, yeah, I know. This is your weird dad. But since then, what the hell's going on here, coffee? But since then, good morning. I've been making some music. It's a little bit more serious than Lincoln's Box Seats. Lincoln's Box Seat was like parody music. Comedy parody music, kind of like, man, what are those guys called from Saturday Night Live? I can't even think about it. Either way, let me see if I can upload. I have 1 minute of the song that's coming out soon. I'll upload that. Let's see if it even lets me. Yeah, I'll upload that. You guys can listen to it later. That's ready to be uploaded. Lonely Island. That's exactly, dog. That's exactly. Lonely Island. That's kind of what we were doing, is making like a Lonely Island kind of thing. And, you know, it does well. Matt and JT still do it. Lincoln's Box Seats is still active. Those guys are still making it. My new song drops October 1st. And if I'm correct, that is tomorrow. Let's check the schedule. Yes. Yeah, new song drops tomorrow. Not very good at marketing my own shit. Let's see. Put that on here. Let's see. Yep, that's tomorrow. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. You guys want to hear some of it? You guys want to hear the song? Since we're talking about it, I was going to do it later, but I can play it now. Some of it. I have a little video teaser of it. I just need one yes. I need one yes. I need one yes. Is that Alpha Coffee? It's not. I love Alpha Coffee. I love Alpha Coffee. There we go. I'll play it. I love Alpha Coffee. I go there quite a bit. It's actually where I set up a lot of my meetings. My boy Carl is just a really great dude. Here you go.
You told me that you'll never leave me, but deep down I wanted you to go. I want your time, so I
has to.
That's what you always say,
Yeah, it tears me up to walk out that door.
but you do it anyway.
Love's not the same definition. For me it means work to provide.
But why can't you see what you're missing? I have everything but your time.
Round and back and forth on the same old ground, keeping score.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a song. Yeah, it's called So the Story Goes, and the goal with that song was to somehow be able to write I guess the message that I would try and convey to my kids about working. Now, people are going to do it. People are going to see their own self in the relationship with like a husband working a lot. But I wrote it for my kids. And almost as if my oldest daughter was kind of like fighting me, like, you keep saying that you love me, so that's why you're leaving, right? Like you're going to work because you love me. Like, yes, obviously, because I'm trying to give you the better things in life. And she's saying, but I have everything but your time. And so it's a really cool concept that to me it came and so who's singing with me is Alexa Janice, and that is actually my niece, who's an incredible singer. And I was able to get her to do this song with me, and she brought into it some of her own beautiful writing. That was, her side of the story was that she has a father that wasn't there the way she'd want him to be, I guess. And that's obviously it's my brother-in-law, or former brother-in-law, whatever you want to say. And so she wrote to it as well. And so we both kind of went back and forth and created this concept that I think, I don't know, it's cool. I think a lot of people who work their butts off and are gone from the home quite a bit understand like the dynamic of wanting to just make sure the family is good, and work is what we do that, right? And paying those bills is what the important value is, and sometimes that's what we have to do, and that's all we can do. And I think sometimes kids, as they get older, they don't really understand that, right? And so they probably feel like you just never want to be home, and so that's kind of why we wrote this song. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough thing. It's something that I still, work on trying to perfect, right? The balance, the work, yeah, the personal life work balance, right? The work life balance. So, I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool song. We've had it for a while. We just haven't finished it. I got busy. She got busy. My producer got busy. It gets produced with a guy named Jay Denton, who's incredibly awesome, who also is a co-writer on there, who helped us kind of flesh out the idea. And it's produced with his company called Ender Studios. They're out of pretty much the San Fernando Valley in Sherman Oaks. And anytime in LA working with Mayan, the days off, I head over there to work on music. I have a couple concepts I'm writing right now currently, and we should have, I don't know, like I said, a couple more songs coming out here in the next few months. Either way, I don't really stress on it. I just put a song out and I just keep putting them out because I like to write music. But I think you guys will like the song. I think you guys would really like the song. Oh, man, your family's flying home from Japan. Actually flying home to wife and kids tomorrow from Japan. Beautiful, dog. I love it. Well, look, that song comes out, so you should listen to it and try not to get a little emotional on it, right? Because, yeah, it's from the heart. That song's from the heart. It's a real deal song that I sang. You know what I'm saying? Here's something crazy. So my kids are on TikTok, right? They do all the TikTok crazy stuff. And I was getting real tired of them doing TikTok. But when I was out of town one day, my wife called me. She goes, "You don't have TikTok, dude." It's like, no, I used to have that Musically back in the day. And I had like I was trying to figure out that app and I couldn't. I did a song with my daughter, like a little joke thing. And yeah, no, I forgot about it. And she goes, well, there's like 5 or 6 accounts on TikTok that say they're you. I'm like, oh, none of them. None of them are me. So I went on there and kind of checked, and the Musically account transitioned into the TikTok account. So I did have an account. I just didn't know about it, and there was nothing on there besides a couple of videos that I put. So I deleted all the bullshit ones, and I just kept one, and then I started uploading a few things, just trying to figure out the app. Like I don't want to learn another freaking social media. Trust me, I don't have the time. I don't care, right? But then I'm like, man, I have all these behind the scenes videos that I filmed throughout the years of Mayans that are just sitting on my phone. And all I do is go around and scaring the dudes, or just talking shit, or making fun of them, or they're making fun of me. You know, like we just go back and forth. And so I uploaded those onto that TikTok, and it's doing good. I should redo the cup song. You know, it's so funny. My daughter asked me to send her that clip. Let me find the clip real quick. Actually, it's so funny you just mentioned the cup song, because just the other day, my daughter's like, hey, Dad, send me that video with you and Matt doing the cup song. And let me just email it to myself, and then we'll try and upload it so you guys can watch what he's talking about. I did this years ago. So I'll tell you the backstory of the cup song is I was instructing at the Borstar selection, and it was when me and my kids, I was going through divorce. They were in Arizona. I was in Texas at the time, kind of New Mexico, White Sands, and just communicating with my kids about all kinds of weird stuff. My daughter's like, oh my God, Dad, I love that movie called Pitch Perfect, and I love the cup song. I'm trying to learn how to do the cups, right? And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I decided, like, I'm going to learn how to do the cups to try and, I don't know. So we're doing FaceTime, and I'm showing her I know how to do the cup. Where's that cup? Where's the cup? I don't know. I used to do the cup song, right? I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles of whiskey for the way. And so that was like, that was something I wanted to do for her, was show her I can do the cup song. And the first version I have, it's somewhere on my computer still. The first version I did, she goes, oh, I really don't like the way you sang it. And I was like, what? I worked on this. And how do you not like the way it sounds? Like, what did I do? It was so funny. She's a baby. Let's see. She was young, and she didn't understand that, like, I had to make it my own song. I didn't want, oh my God. I'm messing up over here, guys. And so, like, I kind of, like, I learned how to do it, and then I backed off of it.
Pitch Perfect part 2.
Because, like I said, she didn't care. She was just like, that doesn't sound like the real version. I was like, all right, well, never mind then. I tried to do it for you, but whatever. And then later on, we were sitting in my house, and me and Matt were like, well, let's film something. And we did. We filmed the cup song, and we uploaded it, and people were like, oh, shit, you could actually sing. And I was like, well, kind of. I know what I can't do, and I do everything I can not to do that. You know what I mean? I don't sing Celine Dion in this motherfucker, but I'm a really good Keith Sweat. Some of you who are my age know Keith Sweat. That's that album back in the day when you were in high school. You're like, yo, dude, this is the tape, bro. This tape has everything. Girl, you got me twisted all over you. Good morning. Some of you guys might not know. Maybe I'm the only one in the room that understands the Keith Sweat comment. Oh my goodness. Is there anyone else 40? Early 40s? Like, I'm just 40. I'm not like, yeah. There you go. Anybody? I feel like I'm alone in this comment. Nobody had like a tape in school they passed around for their friends, and like everybody's trying to like, I know what you need right here. Oh man, man. That's back in the day when like people were trying to like put they set the mood with their girlfriends. Like my buddies and not me personally. I was like scared of girls, dude. I was like, these girls will ruin my life. So I didn't even mess with that. But the funny thing is that I had a buddy named Johnny. This is where this whole story comes from. I have a buddy named Johnny who made these tapes for the dudes who were trying to lose their virginities. And these dudes are you know what I mean? Like these dudes are like trying to pop this tape in right before they start trying to get freaky deaky with their ladies. And almost every song on it there was Key Sweat, and there was what's that dude's name? The Saddle. Yeah, let's do it. Riding my saddle, something like that, right? My pony, my saddle. I don't know who is that. Somebody help me out. But baby making album. That's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. So the whole my pony. That Mick Genuine, that's it. And so that's my point, is like everybody back in the day was trying to pass around these tapes. And my boy Johnny was making these tapes for everybody. Everyone was pumped about it because like, Johnny, hey man, you got to get that tape from Johnny, bro. Johnny does it. Johnny, he can make you this tape, man, for sure. You're gonna get some. And we were laughing about it. It's like we thought it was so funny because like I don't know. It was so different back then when everybody's trying to set the mood. And I'm hearing all these stories. Blackstreet, was that another one? What did Blackstreet sing back then? It was who sang "Baby When You're Grinding"? Now I try, but I can't hide it. Girl, you. That's the one too that other people sang all the time. Mixtapes were that shit. I know, man. No diggity. Oh, I got to bag it up. Yep. Man, y'all don't know. Y'all miss the good days. If you guys don't know about those days, if all you did was plug in, yeah, you can't listen to that song anymore. You're like, oh man, that's pretty vulgar. But all you have to do is plug in your music and play it, you miss the good days. You miss the good days when people had to work for it, where dudes had to actually try and make a nice little tape. You had to find the right time and pop it in and push play. You had to find a tape player that wasn't good. You can't erase these tapes too often because you mess them up. I mean, it was a hustle, man. These dudes had to work for it, man. Oh my God, so funny. Mixtapes. Y'all don't know about mixtapes. I think people missing out. Oh, the quality of this video is gonna be terrible. Terrible. I don't know where the highest quality is. But I got it downloading right now, and you guys will be able to see the Cup song. All right, Chris Knight, you going to sleep, big dog? You going to sleep? Well, have a good night, big dog. Thank you very much for joining us today. I still have a folder of CDs, bro. Some burnt CDs. That's what happened. It went from tapes, then we started going into CDs. And CDs, I think it was my early college years, was trying to create the perfect CD as well, or buying CDs from dudes that were burning them. And then it got to the point where anyone can burn them. So it just kind of it was too easy. It's different, bro. That's back when MTV actually played music, right? They actually had music videos. Now they have it's all reality TV shit. It's crazy. LimeWire, dog, ruined my computer several times downloading freaking songs. Napster, we all got into Napster, all that weird stuff. Man, life changes. Life changes. All right, here's the song. Well, let me upload. It's uploading right now, and then I'll show you guys a Cup song. But yeah, so like I said in the Cup song, my daughter wanted me to learn the Cups. Well, I wanted to learn it for her, essentially. I learned it. She hated it. And eventually I sang it with Matt, and it went in its own little sense of a small viral kind of thing. But I remember there was an article that says, big, scary-looking guy, tattooed, scary-looking guy, doesn't sound like you would expect him to. That was one of the articles written about it. So it was kind of funny. And sometimes you have to wind the tape up with a pen. Yeah, you turn that pencil backwards and you use that eraser. And the rubber of the eraser helps you rewind. That's the good stuff. People don't know. See how hard we worked? We used to work so hard. Now people don't get it. These kids. All right, here we go. Here's the Cup song.
Dude, Pitch Perfect Part 2's coming out, man. I love that Cup song.
Shit, me too, bro. I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles of whiskey thrown away. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving here tomorrow, what you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my wall. You're gonna miss me by my dog. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Long way round.
I always think it's funny because it sounds like you're gonna miss me by my taco. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my taco. It's super funny. It's still fire. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I learned how to sing more of like being a drill sergeant and singing cadences. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I like, that new song that the Marine rapper and Topher and those guys came out with. I thought it was dope. They used the drill sergeant's cadence. I'd like to pull it up, but I don't even know how to pull that up right now. They use the drill sergeant cadence and they turned it into a song, and it's really, really dope. As a drill sergeant, you know, you kind of just sing your basic like hey up, and then you go, you know, you sing. You got to sing appropriate songs because everything I learned in Ranger Battalion was like completely inappropriate, and also in Ranger Battalion, you really don't march. You actually learn a lot of the marching stuff. After basic training, I didn't really see real marching until you go to an NCO development course. When I was in Ranger Battalion, it was more focused on combat. So like the DNC, which is drill and ceremony is what they call it. Kind of like marching and cadence calling and all that stuff. You didn't see in Ranger Battalion too often. It was kind of like forward, march. And then I forget what the command was next. It was something like, I don't know. We just walked. We just walked. We get whatever the command was after that in Ranger Battalion. It was nothing to do with, route step, march. You didn't even worry. You're just like, let's walk to the fucking location. But then I got to drill sergeant school, and man, I was like struggling because staying in cadence was tough for me. I understood how to walk in cadence, but how to sing in cadence, right? The first song I ever sang in cadence was Living on a Prayer because I didn't know the Army songs, right? I'd be like, help, help, help. Johnny used to work on the dock. Union's gonna strike. He's down on his luck tonight. So like that, right? And everyone's like, so you gotta hold on. And my instructor's like, dude, you gotta learn like an Army cadence. I'm like, fuck. And so the next cadences I learned, I eventually learned some of the basic Army Ranger ones, like my buddy's in a foxhole with a bullet in his head. The medic says he's wounded, but I know that he's dead here. Bone Rangers, lead the way. And so that became like my normal cadence for soldiers just almost every day. And so there's a difference between a walking cadence and a running cadence, those who probably don't know that one, right? A walking cadence is a certain tempo, and then you go to a running cadence, which a running cadence, Johnny said is C-130. A running cadence goes faster, so it'd be like C-130 rolling down the strip. 64 troopers on a one-way trip. Mission top secret, destination unknown. Don't even know if we're ever going home. Now imagine every time everyone's running, it's kind of keeping them in order. You stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. And so those are all running cadences. And so I had to learn all these weird cadences without curse words and bad stuff. And it was tough. It was tough. But that's where I actually learned how to kind of put some rhythm on it. I heard this dude in my NCO development course, this black dude who was just like, my God, he was soulful. He was so soulful. It was gorgeous, and it made me fall in love. And I couldn't believe, like, wow, what a beautiful voice that was. And it was awesome to be able to use that during cadence. And so, you know, I try to find a couple of those songs, and I try to use a couple. And so sometimes I'd wait till I'm sure there's one or two of my soldiers in here. Sometimes I'd wait till Family Day, and I'd hit them with some emotional shit. You know what I'm saying? I hit them with some emotional stuff where they get all like, a yellow bird with a yellow bell was sitting on my windowsill. Yep, I know all those basic things. There's some sad ones. Don't you cry me no tears. I don't need your sympathy, 'cause I'm an airborne ranger, and that's all I'll ever be. And some beautiful songs out there, and you gotta find them. They're fucking awesome. But when you hear a drill sergeant singing some stuff like that, it is life-changing stuff. Life-changing. Either way, let me hit a sponsor real quick, and we'll get back to it. I'll find another cadence for you.
Splitting these lanes, making sure the streets all know my name. Made a few dollars, but ain't nothing changed. A lot of new faces, but my friends still the same. 'Cause this is how I roll, this is how I ride. Keep it 100 till the day that I die. This is how I roll, this is how I ride. Got me a band of brothers by my side. Got me a band of brothers by my side. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. Blood, sweat, and tears, whiskey, shining beers. Lot of travel miles in this rear view mirror. Watching my back, but never running from my fears. Made a few wrong turns over these years. This is how I roll, this is how I ride. Keep it 100 till the day that I die. This is how I roll, this is how I ride. Got me a band of brothers by my side. Got me a band of brothers by my side.
Those are my brothers down in South Texas, 5x5 Brewing. You guys go check them out. Oh, tell my mama I done my best. Yup. You buried me in the leaning rest. Oh my God. Pitching of modules. Okay, so if you guys know, as a drill sergeant, you have to pitch a module. And a module essentially is a specific drill and ceremony movement, and you need to break that down into to like the most smallest freaking concept so that you're teaching soldiers. Now you use this as a formality. It looks really cool and sharp as a drill sergeant to know these things, but at the end of the day, you're like, listen, just put your freaking hands on the goddamn crease of your pants and just stand still. Don't fucking move your head, right? But as you're teaching it, it's like, you know, let me have your attention. And the first position, which I'll name, explain, and demonstrate, is the position of attention. The position of attention is the key position in all stationary, facing, and marching movements. The commands for this position are fall in and attention. Fall in is a combined command. Attention is a two-part command when preceded by a preparatory command, such as platoon, squad, or whatever. group. When called, a command sends, right? So you do this whole thing, and it explains like the position of attention. The position of attention essentially is like the first position to everything you teach, and so you teach that first, and then you start going into, we're going to teach you the salute. First, you go from the position of attention. From the position of attention, you're going to be bring your lines, and so you're breaking it down to these soldiers. But I swear to you, they're not paying attention. John, you know exactly what I'm talking about. No one cares. Then you're going to have to be like, Private, just put your freaking hand on your freaking hat and just put it just like that. Hold it, lock, don't look, move. Right? I don't know, man. It's just what we do. Okay, it's just what we do as drill sergeant. It's very weird, complicated space. They don't listen, but it's fun and it's part of becoming a drill sergeant. You have to pitch a certain amount of modules, and so when I went through the drill sergeant course, it was dope. I loved it. It was fun. DI's cadence is better than the drill sergeant cadence. That's what Joseph's saying? I don't know. I've heard both people do it very well. I'll tell you what, the only two are in contention, I think, are Army and Marines, because I don't think the Air Force, I don't know what the Air Force does for cadences. I have no clue. I don't know if they even do cadences. I'm not sure how that works. The Navy, I don't know. Coast Guard, I mean, they're not even in the conversation. The Marine drill instructors and the Army drill sergeants, the two that I genuinely respect. Outside of that, I don't know. I think the Air Force, and my father-in-law was an Air Force DI, but I think the Air Force just kind of says, huh, fall in. I can't even make fun of them. I don't even know how that works anymore. But the Marines do have a very sharp history and culture with the drill instructor community, and I think they do a very, very good job. I think second to that is the Army, but I believe there's some really solid Army drill sergeants that do their thing. So, yeah. Not very many for Air Force. Yeah, there's not. I know there's a couple, but yeah, there's not very many. Back in the day, the Navy used to sing theirs. Let's see. Let me think of one cadence I can give you. Remember? Does anyone remember "Hey Hey Josephine"? I don't. Is that "Hey Hey Josephine"? How do you remember me, baby? Like I remember you. We used to go to school. You were my favorite subject. Oh man, I forget. There's all these weird ass songs. They're so good though. They're really cool. They all have a kind of a message, right? They all mean something. Jody. Anytime you ever hear Jody, those of you listening probably don't know. Anything you hear Jody is like the dude at home that's sleeping with your lady, and it's not a good subject. So they made all these songs about Jody. And they made all these songs about Jody, and then obviously you had to change that. You can't talk about that because emotionally hurts people, and I get it. So you had to change everything to be more PC. Man, there's a cadence I used to sing for Family Day, and it would make them emotional. Mama. I don't know. There's mama, don't you cry. Your little boy ain't gonna die. Back home. Oh yeah, I love that. Used to blah, 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 blah. Used to date a beauty queen. Now I date my M16, and it won't be long. And I get on back home. The new troops need to know about Jody. They need to be prepared about Jody. They need to be prepared about Jody in just life. Yeah, shit has changed a lot, man. It's crazy. I don't even know how we got on this topic as a drill sergeant, but it's changed a lot. I know when I went in there, people talk about stress cards. I never seen a stress card in my career, even as a drill sergeant. I never saw that there was such thing as a stress card, but there was but there was rules on how many corrective training exercises we could perform for any one incident. And so that was kind of, it felt handcuffing, right? It felt like we weren't able to do what we wanted to do to try and make these soldiers tough, right? Like, remember, we're training these soldiers, male, female, didn't matter, to go to combat. And they were going to combat within like months. Like, some of these dudes graduated within 90 days there in Iraq or Afghanistan. And we weren't able to, and remember, we're in the era of like a lot of Nintendo kids, right? A lot of video game kids. And so a lot of kids are showing up to basic training with terrible PT standards, like absolutely horrid. Like muscle failure at 4 push-ups. And you're like, what the I've never seen an 18-year-old do so bad, right? Like an 18-year-old kid, you would think that guy's on the top of his freaking world, and he's showing up muscle failure, like, blah, 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 shaking and baking at 4 push-ups. And you're like, what the fudge? And so what we did was, obviously, we did PT. And so the way the Army breaks down their PT is something, it's kind of like this, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be run days, and Monday's going to be your long run. Your Wednesdays is probably going to be 60 120s, or they have to build up to that. So 30 60s, which is like sprints. And then Fridays are going to be some kind of, again, some kind of cardio. It might just be, I don't even know what it is, right? So it just shifts. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays would be like your push-up, sit-up improvement days. And so you're going to be doing like 1-minute drills. You're going to be doing like 30-second drills. You're going to be doing whatever, right? And so you're building these push-ups, sit-ups, running. Obviously, a lot has changed because PT standards have changed, and PT, everything has changed. But in that time, so you're trying to get these kids to be able to pass these push-ups, and then when they get in trouble, you're like, hey, front lane rest position, boom, hoop, hot tension, half right, pace, front lane rest position, poof. They get in push-up position. You get in push-up position with them, because I like to do my push-ups with my soldiers. And then you say, oh, what's up? I see you, Neo. But then you sit there and you go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, right? Or halt is what they would say. When you change the inflection of your voice, it indicates that you're coming to the end of the exercise. And so what I'm saying that is, we would only be allowed to do 10 reps of one specific workout. And you can only do that at a max of total of 30 repetitions. So meaning 3 different corrective training exercises can be implemented. The max would be 30 count. So 30 reps. So you'd be doing 10 push-ups, well, 10 4-count push-ups, which when you're in basic training, that is not a smoke job. That is cakewalk. You're like, what, boom, done, son. There's no corrective training being done there. Then you jump into, okay, we'll make them do, there's only 10 approved exercises. The mountain climbers, I believe, is one. There is, I don't know. I can't even remember anymore. It's like side straddle hop, I believe, is one. I think it's, I don't even know if we used to do these until we died. You know what I mean? We used to do those until we died. And so when you only are allowed to smoke them for 30 4-count exercises, it doesn't, to me, leave that same freaking burn that you get back when I was younger. They beat the hell out of us. We'd be in like level 4 freaking mop gear, which means like NBC gear, which means like gas mask and freaking the full 9 yards, getting your butt kicked. The overhead arm clap, in cadence, exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2. This doesn't look like a workout, but I promise you, when you do freaking 800 of these damn things, it'll kill you. But yeah, like I'm saying, Back in the day, they used to smoke the hell out of us. They used to be, and back in my dad's day, I mean, he said his partner next to him got his ear bitten, like fucking blood and shit. So it's a whole different world. I just don't know if we're doing our soldiers and our troops justice by being more delicate in a combat scenario, right? In a military environment. So it's just an interesting thing. The 8 count push up, the 8 count push up, the Iron Man push up, the Iron Man push up. There's all kinds of things. I can't do any of them anymore, I'm sure. What year did you enlist? I enlisted in 2003. Yeah, I enlisted early 2003. I had a delayed entry program, and I went to basic training in October 2000. October, I believe it's 17, 2003. Showed up at 30th AG, which is like the in processing of Fort Benning. I flew from Kentucky. I was hoping like hell I was gonna run. I was gonna leave. And instead I sat there and took it. I went to 30th AG. I remember, check this out, 30. I think it was 30th AG, if I'm correct. Any of you Benning dudes, 30th AG, am I correct on that term? You were 10. This dude right here. I was 10 in 2003. Yeah, well, I was at war, motherfucker. Yeah, 30th AG is where you go in basic training in Fort Benning. That is if you sign as an infantryman or some of the other MOSs that were there. And then from there, we're in processing for about a week. Everyone kind of got the crud. I remember these 4 dudes are trying to do MMA fighting in one of the rooms, and one dude almost broke his ankle, so he got recycled. I was partnered up with a dude named Hammer who had an SF contract. No clue where Hammer went after basics. He probably became an SF dude. And then I went in with an option 40 contract, which is an Army Ranger option, meaning I'm going to get an opportunity to go to RIP. And from there, it's like, if you pass, you pass, you don't. And so I remember 30th AG, I thought that was basic training. I'm like, man, this is a fucking joke. Like a bunch of fucking weirdos next to me. And I didn't fit in at first because I just didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't understand it. I was like, I'm not a shy dude, but in new environments, I kind of keep my mouth shut for a few days and kind of read the room. I've always done that. And so I kind of sat there like, man, there's a bunch of freaking freaks up in here. And then we did a PT test. A lot of those dudes didn't make it. So I was like, all right, later, son. Going down to the range, getting ready to start this bad boy. I remember the dude in front of me, specialist going. I believe he had a degree already. That's why he had a specialist rank. The dude in front of me, no joke, had his bag in his front, bag in his rear, steps off, boom. I saw his knee bow out. Bad. And so when his knee bowed out, boom, he fell to the side and he was hurting, man. They're like yelling at the shark attack, right? The shark, rah, 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 and they're running. Hold on, let me read this. Out of curiosity, what was the biggest struggle come out that you found yourself facing personally, and what did you do to overcome it? You're saying coming out? What was the personal biggest struggle coming out? Is that a Hey, Neo, say that again, because that feels, you're asking me like when I came out as being gay, because I'm not, or you're saying when I came out as in the military, you're saying getting out of active duty. Super confused on this. I don't want to offend anyone. Yeah, just rewrite that real quick so I understand. You guys need to read this, because I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gay, but if that's what you thought, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to confuse you. I know I might cry on all kinds of different stuff. I know I'm a little emotional at times. And it's all good. No judgment, dog. No judgment. I'm confident enough to tell you when I think a man is handsome. I think my wife thinks that's weird, because I'm like, that's a good looking fucking dude. That dude's good looking. And she's always like, yeah, I guess. Okay. Getting out of the Army was hard, man, like anyone else, man. I've written a book on it, dude. I wrote a book on me getting out of the Army and how much it sucks. But like I said, I think it's all mindset, dude. But what happened is I needed to find my motivation again. I needed to kind of kind of I didn't know what I wanted to do, so that was the struggle. Thank you, but you really don't have to tell everyone else. Oh, he meant leaving the army. Yeah, man. You know, I struggle with drinking is probably the biggest thing. Struggling with post-traumatic stress, but I think I also struggled a lot with like survival's guilt. If you guys watch any of my videos or my writing, it kind of explains a lot of that. But yeah, you know, the same kind of struggles of everyone else. I think trying to figure it out, right? It's bro. I'll tell you. I think I still struggle with things, right? Like I think so. The way I've explained it to other people about getting out of the military, I think everyone has this. It's like mourning a death, but you're mourning a career, right? You're leaving behind something that has just been so ingrained in you, and you go through these phases of it, right? You go through these phases of like, it's almost complete shock, and then regret, and then and then it's like these things, and everyone's going through these phases of transition, and it doesn't matter who you are, you go through these phases, and eventually you come to the end of it like, cool, that was a good experience. I learned a lot from it, or I would hope that you get there, right? But you would say, I learned a lot from that, and I got to continue to kick butt, or else I just kind of wasted my time. And I try and get that to a lot of veterans. Like, you have to keep growing. You have to keep serving. And I'm not saying like your country, the government, whatever you want. You have to serve yourself, dog. Right? You have to find where you can continue to be motivated and inspired and grow. And if that's being a mechanic, beautiful. Being the best mechanic you ever can be, right? If that's being a doctor, beautiful. If that's being a dad, awesome. You just got to find what's yours and kind of own that space. And we all have to get over this thing of like, one, I miss being cool guy. I felt like I was really cool back then. I was in really good shape back then. I missed the adrenaline of what that did for me, right? It gave me a big, like, man, I've chased that for a long time. I've also, when I did the military and then I got out and did law enforcement, I was completely content with dying doing my job as a law enforcement officer. Like, I was like, I didn't die in war. I should have. Damn it. I'll die serving our country in another way. And not trying to put myself in harm's way, but not afraid of it either. Like, really accepting, like, if that happened, that'd be dope because I'd be a hero and I'd do my job finally. It was this really weird thing that I had to kind of get over because I just wanted to serve at a full capacity and be proud of it. And I didn't want to have to think about what was after. And then after, I had to like, oh man, I really have to kind of, I really have to face this life. I got to pay bills. I got to try and find success outside of this military and this law enforcement. So doing the transition that I did was probably not easy, but it was also probably the healthiest thing for me. Yeah, you struggle with depression. I've struggled with depression. I mean, everyone who knows me knows that. And I'll tell you, man, you just got to keep pushing. Like, I now am in the mindset of we've all lost men and women out there. Like, we've personally all lost, all you guys. Like, I know you all have. And think about this. We are complete assholes and selfish to not live our best life. We owe it to them. We owe it to their families. We owe it to ourselves to be the best version and live this life like to almost in debt to them, right? And say, I owe it to you to not waste this opportunity and do the best I can with it. And when I say the best, it's like, that's all relative. Like I said before, be the best mechanic, be the best dad, be the best, shoe salesman. I don't care what that is, right? Whatever is your thing. But you owe it to people that have given everything for that ideology, right? You owe it to them to not be wasteful of the opportunity, right? And this is me. This is what I think. I think I owe it to them to not be wasteful, right? I owe it to them to not just be completely complacent with this life that I have, because I would imagine they would give anything to have one more day, and their families would. And so I always am all about growth. And so, like, I'm all about, how do I get better? Well, every day I'm trying to get better. Every day I'm trying to become a better father, a better leader, a better musician, better writer, a better actor. I'm trying to grow to a point where I can be on my deathbed and be like, man, I hope I made you all proud, and really feel that I've worked hard to do that, right? Like, I don't know if you guys believe in God or anything. I do, right? I believe in God. I don't know if this organized religion, whatever your religion is, that's cool. In the end of the day, when you strip all that down, there's someone up there, I believe, or somewhere, right, in some space, that is going to be like, you did good, bro. And that's what I hope, right? And as well as, like, hopefully I see them and they're going to be like, man, you made one hell of a run at life while you had it. That's what I want, right? So if I look like a dude that has ADD, which I probably do, and does so many things, I'm just not putting up a wall for myself. I'm like, I'll accomplish it all, dog. I'll be a writer. I'll be a good dad. I'm trying to be, right. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Hippie God. I'm gonna be anything I can be, without restrictions, without boundaries, without anyone saying I can't. And I'm doing that because I want to see how far I could actually push this life. And all that is the mindset that I want to have to hopefully make them proud, make their families proud, right? To make their kids, their spouses, right? Their widowed spouses, their mothers and fathers. And so I would say, like, if you're looking for some kind of mindset, I think that's a winner. I think it won't let you down by trying to at least really live this life to its fullest. And that's not being a drunk, because that's what I was doing for the first 10 years. I was drinking for them because I thought that was the answer. And I realized that slowed me down. So either way, let me get another sponsor before we head out of here. Best think I did my PTSD and depression was giving my life to God. There you go, Johnny. Don't be a slacker. There you go. I love it. Don't be a slacker. Let's get a sponsor real quick. And if you guys have any shout outs, put them up there now, and I'll hit them in a second.
Hey, you doing? My name's Sean Matson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Cardomax. And before starting Cardomax, my business partner and I were serving as Navy SEALs all across the globe. And one thing that we found is we need energy, and when we need energy, we need it now. So rather than your typical pre-workout, we developed this product here called Cardomax, which is a liquid energy intensifier. And I'm going to show you a quick demonstration to show you between a generic pre-workout here and our product. So first, you have your pre-workout. Typically, you have to try to find the scoop. Once you find it, first, you dump your serving size, hopefully get it into the bottle of water. You'll notice, one, this turns blue, as well as it all starts to settle to the bottom. This stuff is now something that your body and your kidneys have to digest through your system. So when we developed Cardomax, we developed ours to be a liquid and not a powder. So now let me show you ours. Here it is in this nice little package, easy to take anywhere in the world with you. Put it in a bag, put it in a briefcase, simply open it up. When you pour it in, you'll notice that it's a liquid and it's clear. So that's one less ingredient that your body has to digest, not this blue nasty stuff here. It's clear, it stays clear the whole time through. There's no shaking, no stirring. Cardomax is a liquid supplement that has 200 milligrams of caffeine, as well as BCAAs, and 100% of your daily value of B vitamins in this tiny little packet. As you saw, it stays clear through here, so there's no dyes, no colors, and less ingredients that your body now has to digest. Your choices are powder or liquid. The clear choice is Cardomax.
Yeah, baby. If I ever see you, I'm giving you a pair of my jump wings, man. This really helped. Thanks, Neo. I really appreciate that, bro. And I'll take those. Trust me, I'll hang them up somewhere. Shout out to my family. Go Raiders. Attaboy. Hey, shout out to the boys from Monroe football team. Bunch of knuckleheads having fun. Bro, back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Shout out to everyone. Today's your day, regardless of what it is. Don't wait to do it. Tomorrow isn't promised. The first step is the hardest. I love it. Byron, thank you so much, brother. I love that so much. And you guys, I'll end it with my song again. It's coming out tomorrow. Go check it out. Download it on all platforms. And I'll see you tomorrow. Nope. I'll see you next week. Later.
You told me that you'll never leave me, but deep down I wanted you to go. I want your time, so I don't know why. Always hurts when you get too close. You told me that you'll never leave me, but right now I want it to show. Say I'm on your mind, but don't take the time. So the story goes.
Don't make it harder than it has to.
That's what you always say.
Yeah, it tears me up to walk out that door.
But you do it anyway.
Love's not the same definition. For me it means work to provide.
But why can't you see what you're missing?